I've performed in front of Diamond Platinums. Oh, dog. If you're performing in front of Diamond Platinums, that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's true.
But the biggest, maybe, I think it's my trip to. The people who follow me know what I do.
Okay.
Only a few clips and videos where someone might say something like, "Why are you gay?" You know.
Why are you gay?
When people are not laughing, yo, 5 minutes is forever, my guy. So like, I'm just talking, telling jokes for like 5 minutes. No one is laughing, and it's also tough making it a thing. Like for people to understand, comedy is actually a thing we can go and watch, and because you have people that come to comedy shows and they don't even laugh. They're just there like, no, we heard you guys are funny. We want to see. Are you funny?
Is Vanessa Mdee your sister?
No, I wish. If she was my sister, I wouldn't.
I can show you right here.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Real
Like-
life proof.
Yeah, real life proof.
Okay.
Since we started,
Yeah.
this is how much I've made.
This is on YouTube.
Yeah.
Wow. Are you serious? My good friend Musa over here has been doing the podcast for a year now and has only made the huge sum of one.
Hello, welcome back to Make Your Own Destiny podcast, the podcast that inspires you to shape your future. So today, I don't think we're going to shape anyone's future because we are with someone who is a comedian and an entrepreneur as well. So if you're new here, please subscribe, and if you're the OG, just smash that like button and let us know, should we bring more comedians? Comment down below. So today we have Hamis Mdee, who is a young Tanzanian comedian. The first time I saw this guy, it was on Instagram, and he's very good, but I'll let you be the judge. Hamis Mdee,
Yes.
welcome to the podcast, brother.
Thank you very much for having me.
How are you doing?
I'm alright. I feel a bit of pressure right now.
Really? I thought you are used to talking on big stages, telling jokes.
No, I'm used to it. Actually, when you said you guys should tell us if we should bring more comedians,
Yeah.
now I feel like I'm representing every comedian in Tanzania.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you for having me, man. How are you?
I'm good. How was the journey? Because you complain like, your studio is far, bro.
Yeah, hey, this guy. For anyone who doesn't know where this man is, So I'm coming from Kinondoni right now,
Yeah.
and I had to take a Bolt. So you send me the location, and then I look at the Bolt. It says it's an hour away. I have never looked at my Bolt,
Yeah.
and it tells me an
An
hour.
hour.
Hey, it's nice though. It's been a long time. I haven't been on this side of town. I don't know if I can say where you live. Maybe you have some ex-girlfriends looking for you.
Yeah, just don't say it.
Okay, but this man lives very far from where I live. Okay, so it was nice. It's a lot of nice big buildings, a lot of no, this place is also nice. I won't say where you live, but
Yeah.
I can already tell the type of person I'm dealing with.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
With the shades.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Let's not waste more time. Let's jump straight into it. So,
Mhm.
for those who don't know you,
Mhm.
can you explain who is Hamis Mdee? How did you get into this comedy scene and entrepreneurship?
Okay, so Hamis Mdee is a young, like the way you said, a young stand-up comedian.
Okay.
In Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. I got into stand-up comedy by accident, if that makes sense. Because when you finish your O levels,
Yeah.
and there's that time where you need to decide if you're going to go to A levels or if you're going to go to college.
Yeah.
So that time in between where there's nothing to do, that's the time that caught me, and I was thinking to myself, what can I do right now?
Okay.
So I remember I took a piece of paper and I wrote a bunch of things that I think I'm good at.
Okay.
So the first thing was football, right? It wasn't comedy because I had never thought of doing stand-up comedy, you know. So the first thing is football. I mean, I'm not the best, but I was good at it. So I was like, yeah, let me look for places to play.
Okay.
And you know, we're in Tanzania, my friend. You can't just find places to play football, right?
Yeah.
So that quickly died. And then I'm left with my piece of paper. The only other thing on my list, the only two things,
Yeah.
it was football and high jump.
Okay.
I don't know if you know high jump. I used to do high jump in high school.
Okay. Like you jump high.
Yes. Yes. High jump, you jump high. That's
Okay.
that's a nice way of putting it.
Okay.
Very simple. So though I don't know if you've seen at the Olympics, sometimes they have like this stick, and someone is supposed to jump over the stick.
Okay. Okay.
Anyway, we can Google this out.
I've seen people who jump with a stick,
Yes, that's
and some that just jump without a stick.
yeah. So the one without the stick.
Okay.
That's what I used to do in high school. So I'm like, I used to go to a high school in a different country. So I'm like, this is not going to work out. So now I have no options left. And I'm thinking to myself, the only other thing I can do, maybe try and make some people laugh. Because I used to make my friends laugh in school. I make my family laugh at home. So I'm thinking, okay, let me look for a place where I can try some comedy. But I didn't know where to start. I didn't know where to go. So I
Okay.
went on YouTube, I searched stand-up comedy in Tanzania,
Yeah.
and I see some clips that are like 7 years old, 8 years old, like stand-up was was happening back then.
Yeah.
And this one guy called Evans Bukuku,
Okay.
he's doing stand-up comedy in English. And I was like, I need to look for this man. I don't know where I'm going to find him,
Yeah.
but I need to look for him. And in that time of thinking I need to look for him, like a year passed by. And I couldn't find the guy. I couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
But there were these shows that were being done by Chekatu.
Okay.
So I went to watch those guys
Yeah.
doing comedy. And I met one guy, and when I met him, we were speaking English. So a year later, he heard that Evans Bukuku is coming back, because Evans had stopped doing stand-up.
Okay.
But he's coming back, he's starting a comedy club. And my friend told me, he said, hey man, Evans is starting a thing, maybe you should go because you speak English.
Okay.
And so that's how I got into comedy. Yeah.
So basically, you inspired yourself, or there's someone who inspired you,
Basically,
or it was the fear of going to high school.
it was- yeah, it's hard to say who inspired who, because it's not a thing I wanted. I didn't think Kabisa that I would do comedy in my life.
Okay.
It was, for me, it was all about football. Like from primary school to high school is football and high jump, right? So in that sense, we can say there was no specific person that inspired me, but I had seen stand-up comedy before. Like I had watched stand-up comedy on TV.
Yeah.
I think the first comedian I watched was Trevor Noah.
Trevor Noah. Okay.
Yeah. So I knew of the thing, but I just never imagined doing it. So
Okay.
yeah, that's how I got into it.
Has anyone ever told you like that you look like Trevor Noah?
No, I wish.
You're all black.
It's-
You know, all blacks are the
No,
same. That's what Chinese say.
but now he looks more. That's what Chinese. Now he looks more light skinned. Ever since he's gone to the States, he's making money. Now he looks very nice, huh? And he has an afro and everything. So, yeah.
So do you have money?
No, man.
But
I-
you're white.
I-
How did you get lighter?
I got lighter.
Yeah.
No, I've been like this my whole life.
Okay.
I don't.
So what should you expect after you get money? Should you expect something close to Haji Manara or what?
For someone that says he's an introvert, this guy says he's an introvert. But for someone who calls himself an introvert, you're making me laugh. You're very funny, my friend.
Really?
I don't know, when I start making money,
Yeah.
I'm not the type to show off, but there will be signs.
They say money doesn't hide.
Money doesn't. I'll be wearing shades whenever I'm doing a podcast. I'll be wearing shades.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll have like a nice watch
Yeah.
and everything.
don't get me wrong. I don't have money. Don't
You
come
look-
and rob me.
You look like you're doing very well in life right
Yeah,
now.
the shades. Actually, bro, the shades are fake.
The shades are fake.
Yeah, it's just like 30,000 at Kariakor,
Look at you being so humble.
and the watch is fake as well.
30,000 in Kariakor.
Yeah.
Those are expensive shades in Kariakor.
Yeah.
Because Kariakor shades are like 5,000.
Really?
Yes. So for you who spent 30,000, you're on another level, my
Yeah, I
friend.
think I need to live well with people so that they can show me
Yeah.
the places where I can buy 5,000. I really need it.
And the watch, you said the watch is also fake?
Yeah, it's fake, and it doesn't work as well.
Oh, it's off.
Yeah, so it's just here for
Just for sure.
for the show of it.
Mm.
I just want to look good on camera.
No, respect.
Yeah. So talking about money,
Yeah.
as a comedian,
Mm-hmm.
you're also an entrepreneur. You make people laugh, but then
Yes.
at the end of the day, you have to make money.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you balance between doing comedy and being an entrepreneur in Tanzania? Should we call it comedypreneur?
First of all, I should say this to anyone who thinks that there is money in comedy. There is no money in comedy. At least not for the first few years. People think, because I also made the mistake of thinking there's money. Because, I was watching, again, Trevor Noah, Chris Tucker, Chris Rock, Kevin Hart, the big names, eh?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking to myself, I wanna do what these guys are doing. I wanna make some money.
Yeah.
And then I started doing comedy, and I was like, no, maybe I'm in the wrong country. When you start doing something and you feel like, no, this is bad. So it's, if I'm being honest, it's very tough in the beginning years to make money. As a comedian, you're going to be performing a lot, either for very small amounts of money or for no money at all.
Okay.
That happens. And then at a certain level, when you get good and your name is starting to, go out there, that's when you can now start making some money. So if in my situation, I've been doing, this is the 5th year now. If I think about it, maybe there's some good amounts of money that have been made after 4 years of doing comedy. Yeah. But we've done like a lot of shows where it's free shows, you don't get paid. We've done a lot of shows where you get very small amounts of money just for transport.
Okay.
And it's the nature of the game. It's not like it's just in our country, right? So now for a comedian to make money, you have to, again, either become really good and get to the level where people start to pay you those amounts of money to perform, or you find other ways of making money through your craft.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's people that make money off, what do we call, content. People that do sketches. I do sketches on online. I post my sketches on Instagram and YouTube, TikTok. There's people that do paid ads. So again, if your name is big and people are like, we want you to, advertise something for us, that's a nice way to make money. Corporate gigs, that's a way to make money. If there's a certain company or office that wants you to host their event or something, yeah, those are ways of making money. So it's very tricky, man. It takes some time. Give yourself like a minimum of 5 years to start seeing some money.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think it's like a business. It's like any
Yeah.
business, right?
Yeah.
Any business is going to take some time. The nice thing about this business is you're working on yourself. Yeah, you're not working on something else or someone else. It's you. Yeah.
So if money wasn't an object, would you still be doing comedy?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
on a real talk. I think I would. I don't know. I think I would. If I'm being honest, I don't want to say yeah, I'll be doing good. No, I think I would, because when I started, I wasn't thinking of money. I just thought to myself, I want to make people laugh, and so that's how I got into it. And then after you start making people laugh and people are laughing, you're like, more like I'm broke. I don't know what's. That's when you're like, no, because after a gig, after a show, people who came to see you are living in their cars.
Yeah.
You don't have a car. You are there standing and trying to think, okay, how do I get home?
Uber.
If I need to Uber or Bolt, I need money now, right?
Yes.
So if money wasn't an object, I think I would still be doing it because I have I have love for the game.
Mm.
And my love and respect for comedy has only grown more and more ever since I started doing it. So yeah, I would keep doing comedy.
Yeah, let me put it this way. Let's say you go to heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Will you still be making people laugh out there? Because, we have been told, like, in heaven,
Yeah,
there's no worry about anything.
everything is good.
Yeah, there are rivers flowing with juice and alcohol.
And there's no reason for me to make anyone laugh in heaven. I'll be
Okay.
living a good life. I'll be chilling. You guys should now make me laugh. Now it'll be the other way around. Be like, guys, I made you laugh when we were on Earth. Now it's your turn.
Let me just enjoy.
Yeah, I'd enjoy, but no, occasionally. Actually, I've thought about this. There are certain people that I think we don't need in heaven.
Okay.
Mm.
Which kind of people?
This is my opinion.
Okay.
I think in heaven we're going to need singers.
Okay.
Because obviously there'll be a lot of singing if you're a Christian, if you believe
Yeah.
in the religious way of Christians. And then I think we're going to need comedians,
Okay.
because obviously there's going to be a lot of free time.
Okay.
And when no one is singing, we need someone to entertain us, make us laugh, right?
Yeah.
The people that I feel sorry for are the people that took a lot of years to study for their professions. Because I don't think we're going to need doctors in heaven. Yeah, respect to all the doctors, but
Makes sense.
who are you healing in heaven?
We have the best doctors of doctors.
In heaven, if you believe in the religious books, you're going to have the people that you can just touch and you are healed, or they pray for you. Doctors or engineers. We don't need engineers in heaven. Again, respect to engineers. Now if doctors are watching this, they hate me already. But yeah, comedians and singers. Yeah, very important in heaven.
Talking about hate,
Mm.
when you put yourself out there,
Mm-hmm.
you're talking
Mm-hmm.
to people, there is always some kind of feedback that will come. Yeah, you cannot expect to press a button
Yeah,
and nothing happens.
yeah.
So I'm sure you've been facing a lot of hate comments. Some are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you have ever been confronted in person.
Uh-huh.
So how do you deal with those kind of stuffs online as a comedian?
So online.
Yeah.
Online, I haven't really gotten much hate online, to be honest.
Yeah.
Not really, because I think the people who follow me know what I do.
Okay.
Only a few clips and videos where someone might say something like, "Why are you gay?"
Why are you gay?
Yeah.
You are
You
gay.
are gay. So maybe, and I'm okay with that. I'm like, it's a funny thing, right? And maybe it depends on what I said or what I did in that video. I remember it's not really hate. I remember one of the first videos of mine when I was doing stand-up comedy, because I was bad. When you're starting out, you're terrible.
Yeah.
And then, Tanzanians, eh? Someone watched the video and then wrote in Swahili. He wrote, "Ukisikia comedy ni ngumu,
Yeah.
ndo hii hapa." And that was very painful for me to see. Because this guy, he didn't insult me. He did not call me a bad name. He just said, "Ukisikia comedy ni..." My friend, that is more painful than any insult, in my opinion. Like, you can you can call me whatever bad name you want, but it will never be on the same level as that one. Eti ukisikia comedy. Oh,
that was heavy.
that was heavy. So maybe after that, all these other things people say, they don't feel the same, right? Yeah. Heavy. And this is actually the first time I've talked about this. I haven't. That is like 4 years ago.
It's better for someone to insult you, man.
It's better for
This is an insult.
you can just call me a bad name and we get it over with.
Yeah.
But this guy said no. Ukisikia. So that's it, man. Apart from that, I've been very fortunate. I have good followers, good people who are liking my so online. Yeah, that's it for me.
How about offline?
Offline, of course, with comedy, man, you never know if people are going to laugh or not.
Okay.
So whenever you, as a comedian, whenever you go on stage to perform, um, there's a fear of whether or not people are going to think this joke is funny. There's a fear of whether or not people are going to think this is controversial. So that always happens, and I've had some bad shows, man. In my 4+ years, I've had some bad shows, some good shows, but some bad shows. I think the because in comedy we call it bombing when you're trying to make people laugh and people are not laughing. So one of the worst shows that I had, I was bombing for like 5 minutes, and 5 minutes is a long time, when people are not laughing. Yo, 5 minutes is forever, my guy. So like, I'm just telling jokes for like 5 minutes. No one is laughing, and this is the show where I decided to invite my family. Can you imagine? Like, I've been telling these people, guys, I'm funny. I'm the next Trevor Noah. I make people laugh in English.
Come to my show.
Come to my show. And then I'm talking and no one is laughing. Oh man, that was bad. After that, I did not want to hear or talk about comedy for a whole week. Yeah, it was bad. Like
So just went there, told all your jokes. It was dry. Just left. So you became the joke.
Yeah, what do you call a comedian without jokes? A joke. My guy, for 5 minutes, and believe it or not, till today, I have not spoken to the guy who invited me to that show. Like, he was a friend, but it's been over 4 years. I haven't spoken to him because it was that bad. Yeah, so offline, it's bad when people don't laugh, but I haven't been confronted by anyone to say, hey, I don't like what you said, or whatever you said is bad. Like, no, most people, if they don't laugh, they don't laugh. If they laugh, they laugh. So I've been lucky. No one has also jumped on stage to slap me like Chris Rock. No, it's been some good times.
When you're doing something, everything has its own challenges.
Yeah.
Although there are some very, very good parts, but most people don't like talking about challenges. But
yeah.
So doing comedy in Tanzania in English,
yeah,
which is not even your first language.
Yes.
Yeah. What challenges do you face?
So the biggest challenge in Tanzania, to be honest, is the fact that comedy is still very new. That, I would say, is the biggest challenge, because the comedy game is not, I don't think it's even 10 years strong. We can say comedy has been good in the past 5-6 years, but it's not a thing for us. It's not like the music industry or the movie industry. So anytime you're trying to do something new that has never been done before, it's tough finding the people that are going to come support you and watch your stuff. And it's also tough making it a thing, like for people to understand comedy is actually a thing we can go and watch. And because you have people that come to comedy shows and they don't even laugh. They're just there like, no, we heard you guys are funny, we want to see, are you funny? And they just sit there and they just look at you like that. So that is a big challenge. Secondly, the English, of course, is a challenge, because our what do you call, our main language is Swahili. So if you're doing it in English, that means you have a very small market.
Okay.
Like, I cannot go and do comedy in Mbagala or Gongola Mboto, Chanika, or it's the Masaki area. Those are the people that I need to talk to. So that's one challenge. Unlike the Swahili comedians who can perform anywhere, right?
Yeah.
And what other challenges are there? I think the language, the age of the game, For now, there are not that many opportunities because people are still trying to figure out how to work with comedians.
Mm.
So in other countries, like people see a comedian they like and they think is funny, they think of ways to use this person and put them into such places.
Yeah.
But for us, it's still not a thing. But I'm fortunate that I can speak English, so I don't struggle much on stage with the English language. I have a good time, and I just hope it grows, man. I hope it becomes a big thing for us, and one day we'll have a comedian that can represent us on the global market. Yeah, yeah.
And I hope that's going to be you, because as long as you are consistent,
Yeah,
you're showing up every single day,
yeah,
there's no way
yeah.
that you won't reach that level.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That means a lot. Thank
So
you.
you
very
just have
much.
to keep doing your thing, bro.
Yeah,
Just keep
yeah.
going.
Yeah.
Going. Nothing will stop you. Not even witchcraft, Not
Yeah.
even your village people.
And I'm happy you said witchcraft because that's a big thing for people, eh? The minute something goes wrong, there's something is not okay. Yeah. So I'll keep pushing. I'll keep doing my part. Yeah.
So normally
Mhm.
we talk about finances in this podcast.
Mhm.
We talk about business side of stuff, marketing side of stuff.
Yeah.
I can say those are the most boring parts that people don't really want to talk about, but
Mhm.
they're very crucial
Crucial.
in our lives today.
Yeah.
So, as I said, comedy is still young, Tanzania, mostly stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of fluctuations.
Mhm.
So how do you manage your finances, considering how the industry is? Yeah.
On a personal level, I so right now I have two jobs. Or is it I'm counting comedy as one job. So I have another job, a day job. And that is one way for comedians to survive, generally speaking. Like if the comedy itself is not paying you enough or is not paying you yet, you need to have something on the side that can support you on a daily basis. So I have a day job. I went for a year without a day job. I was just doing comedy.
Yeah.
Toughest year of my life. I was very broke, but it's funny because I was broke, but then at the end of the year I got to travel for the first time as a comedian.
Okay.
So that was pretty cool. But after traveling and coming back, I thought to myself, I can't go through what I went through the whole year. I need to get a job. So right now I have a day job that gives me the finances to be able to freely do stand up, like to travel to gigs, because again it's like how I came here. Like you never know if the gig is going to be in Masaki or somewhere else. You need money to move from one place to another place. I have the right amount of money to make sure I don't go to sleep hungry or anything. When was this? About a month or two ago. I financed my own trip to Nairobi, Kenya.
Okay.
And traveling is very important for a comedian.
Yeah.
Because you can make people laugh here, but if you don't go out, your name doesn't go out. So you have to go that side. You test yourself with the other big boys.
Yeah.
You see, are you really funny or are you just clowning? So I had the opportunity to travel because I had the finances for that. So one option for anyone that's wondering is to have a day job. It doesn't even have to relate to comedy in any way. It could be just a regular job, right? But another option is to work in the same industry. So I have some comedian friends who are now actors,
Okay.
who are like on TV. So that's a cool way to make money. I mean, you're in the industry itself,
Yeah.
right? I have a friend who's on radio. So he makes his money on radio and then does comedy.
Okay.
One of my friends is more social media based. So he does a lot of ads for different companies, small businesses. That's how he makes his money.
Okay.
And so I think for any artist, even if it's not a stand-up comedian, for anyone that wants to just do something that we consider more freelance like
Yeah.
like what you're doing, you need to have ways to make money when you're not doing the main thing, right?
Bro, it's crazy because
Yeah.
when you just depend
Mm.
on content, or you depend on this platform, like, okay, I'm gonna do, and then the platform gonna pay me,
Yeah.
bro, it's crazy.
It doesn't pay.
It doesn't pay at all. I can show you right here.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Real
like-
life proof.
Yeah, real life proof.
Okay.
Since we started,
Yeah.
that's how much I've made.
This is on YouTube.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, for over 1 year.
Are you serious? Wow. And this is because I know on YouTube it takes a while for you to actually start earning.
Yeah.
So how long
It took us 1 year and 1 day exactly
to start
to
earning?
get monetized. Yeah,
And then since then, this is the amount of money you made.
yeah.
Sure. So how do can I say how much you made for the listeners and the watchers? My good friend Musa over here has been doing the podcast for a year now and has only made the huge sum of